Hi, everybody. Good morning. This is Dan Sheridan, Sheridan Risk Management, and this is Saturday, June 15th, early or not early in the morning, mid-morning, and we're going to talk about just a little bit about last week's trading, and then I'm going to give you three of my favorite strategies that I'm doing now that have worked pretty well in the last week, and I think they'll continue to work next week as well. So let's dig in. Last week, SPX was up about 84 points, so a little bit outside of the expected move. We closed June 7th, a week ago Friday, at 53.47. And then yesterday, June 14th, we closed at 54.31. So up 84 points. As we look at the week ahead of us, not a big news week. We have Juneteenth day holiday, so you have a day off in the middle of the week. So you wonder if people are going to try and grab that Monday and Tuesday and stretch it out a little bit. Tuesday retail sales, Thursday initial jobless claims, both in the morning before the market opens and during the day on Friday, flash PMI. Nothing like last week, with on Wednesday the Fed deciding to keep interest rates the same, and the CPI and then the PPI on Thursday. Those are bigger catalysts that can move the market a bit. But as we look into this upcoming week, the expected move is approximately plus or minus 61. And again, a lot of the expected move, it's just going to be related with the VIX levels. The higher the VIX, the higher the expected move. The lower the VIX, the lower the expected move. So we're talking about plus or minus 60 points for next week. And if I look at Analyze page and Thinkorswim, if I look 6 days out, which would be June 21, that says 63 points. So what does that mean in English or Spanish or Swahili? It means that if we closed at 54.31, there's a 68% probability that we're going to be between about, on the upside, maybe 54.93, 54.94, and on the downside, 53.65 to 53.70. It gives you a basis of things. We're at a very low volatility, 12.66. And here's some things that have worked well this week. I'm looking to continue to put them on next week. One of my favorite trades is a 15-day calendar. I've been doing this for years. Put it on Thursdays. And I like that you get a little extra decay as you get over the weekend. But this is a trade. Usually it takes a couple days on these things. This is exactly the trade that I put on Thursday, the 15-day calendar. 2 weeks out from Thursday, I bought the July 2, sold the June 28, and it was at the money at the time, 54.20. Paid $5.35. And you can see it closed on Friday, the next day, at 5.85. So that's, what is that, about between 9 and 10% in one day. Do you usually get 10% in one day? No, I mean, I notice with these 15-day calendars, if I put them on Thursday, I would say 75, 80% of the time would get out on Monday. But depending on news and different things, you might have to stay in them longer. And that's one thing. And so I'll continue next Thursday. I would be looking at a 15-day calendar. What else am I looking at? This coming Monday, I'd be looking for a double diagonal. Another strategy I like, kind of the first cousin of the iron condor. And just setting it up here, if we're at about 54.30, I'd sell an out of the money 54.60 call that expires next Friday, June 21st. And I'd sell an out of the money June 21, 5400 put. So this would be a short strangle. And this is the foundation of an iron condor. But when the volatilities are low, people think, well, I can't do anything. Well, the first cousin of the iron condor. You do a double diagonal, same foundation, your short call and put, but your longs are a little bit further out. So in this case, my longs are June 24th, 3 days further out. So it'd be selling next Friday, buying the following Monday, and buy my longs like 5 points further out of the money on both sides. So I'm getting a little bit of long volatility, long vega, which I like when VIX is at the low end of the range, relatively over the last year. And you get a lot of room, right? You're getting, if you look generally on these, I'm looking at where you do pretty good on these, even the middle of the between the short strike and the break even on the upside, between the short strike and the expiration break even on the downside, you've got like 45, 50 points for something I'm looking to be in a couple days. That's a lot of room. So that's the double diagonal. And then the other thing I'm looking at this week, especially with, as long as we're over 5,400 in the SPX, something that has no downside risk, we're near the all-time highs. But it's not as directional as a credit spread. And so this would be a skip strike butterfly if you've never done one. At least here's a little bit of the mechanics of it. Here's where we closed on Friday, 54th, where we at? 54.31. And you can see what we're doing here. We're buying one 55.50, selling two 55.60s, 10 points away. And somewhere between a 10 and 20 del times, I'm picking the short strike. And then I skip the 55.70s and buy the 55.80s. So you have a call vertical debit spread 10 wide, a call credit spread 20 wide, and I bring in $1.20 credit, and the margin on this is about 8.80. So really good return, no risk on the downside. And then on the upside, I'm under 2 delta short. So those are 3 trades I'm looking at. We'll talk more about risk management next week. If you're interested, here's Sheridan Risk Management. And you can see right now, what I have is you get everything, all our on-demand classes, everything we have, 2 hours of live content a day that's recorded. We're doing live trades almost every day. If you go in there, subscribe, and you scroll down, you can see it's $194 a month, which is much cheaper than anything we've done in the past, or that I've been involved with in the past. And what I'm going to do this week, at least on this broadcast, if you want to try a month of all the material, and especially even next week, how we manage those trades, how we set a plan, what we'll be doing, and you can follow along with us. If you send me an email, dan@sheridanriskmanagement.com, I'll get you a link for $97 for 1 month. So you could see it, try it, all the materials, and you have access to it. There's nothing we hide from you or anything like that. You get everything. So that'd be, if you send me an email from the dan@sheridanriskmanagement.com, Dan, I saw the June 15th broadcast. Can I get a link for the $97? I'd be happy to get you going here. So folks, have a wonderful day, and we'll see you next week for trading. Thanks.